Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Park and Rec Commission meeting for Wednesday, July 23rd. My name is Jim O'Connor, and I am the chair. We'll start with introductions. Maddie?
Matt Shaw.
Bill Nicoletti.
Chuck Stackpole.
Allison Korea.
Deb Satonic.
Dan Lynch.
Well, welcome, everyone. We have actually Jeff Smith is our representative from Orange Soccer. We'll get to him in a few minutes. He is the only public dialogue here. So we will first go to approval of minutes for June. Do I have a motion for approval? Matt, second. Allison. Let's first, before we do a vote, let's see if there's any changes, deletions, corrections. I don't see anything. Do you- Anybody see anything? Any comments? Oh, okay, motion to approve, all in favor? Aye. Unanimous, okay. Easy, easy. Yeah, abstention? Okay, yeah, you could still approve, it's all right, but, there you go. Thanks, Chuck. Old business, questions from previous meeting. You would just want to do those during your report?
Yep.
So there we are. That's how quick it goes, Jeff. 5, new business, Orange Soccer Association, Jeff Smith. We've, obviously, we're trying to do our annual reports from all the town sports. Last month was lacrosse. This month is soccer. So Jeff, why don't you just give us a little update on Orange Soccer?
The spring season was very successful. We had over 250 kids who played in the in-house program. We had 266 who were part of the travel program. We had over 30 parents help with coaching. With the pre-K kindergarten, we had 104 people, which is an all-time high over the last 38 years. Some things that OSA had worked on with Parks and Rec was reseeding Marielle Tracy, the fields. That was $5,000. The travel team plays at Fred Wolf Park. People are there 5 days a week. OSA pays $8,000 yearly to have the 5 fields fertilized for lawn maintenance. This summer, all the goal mouths were filled and seeded. The goals have been taken off to the side as the fields need to rest, but there are still some summer programs that are going on. For the fall, OSA will have the in-house. The website should go live shortly for registration, and the travel program has already gone live, and participation is very high for that.
Awesome. Yeah. That's a robust program. Is the travel for Woodbridge, Bethany, and Orange kids still?
Yes. Yep.
That's what I thought.
Travel team has coaches. They're paid twice a year. In-house is all volunteer based.
Gotcha. Yeah, it hasn't changed at all. That's great. It's very robust. That's it. That's unbelievable for the little kids. That's great. So we have good turnover in our houses, obviously.
Yeah.
It's good. Any questions from anyone here? See, we're not a hard group.
Well,
I was curious on the summer camps. Are you doing a summer camp or is that private?
it's private. There are kids who are running stuff. Anyone who signed up in spring is covered insurance wise through the year. So there are some of the travel teams that are getting together for pickup games. I run one for the U9, U10 group on Thursday nights where we play for about an hour and a half. There are some people that are doing activities with some of the coaches that are there. But those are smaller groups, maybe 10 kids apiece. Looks like we've been up there all summer. Looks like maybe the high school teams are doing captain's work, probably. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what we want. Small groups, light work, so there's not heavy usage of Fred Wolf. That's what we want, so
Yep.
that's good. And the goal mount's moved, so we not have the same spaces being used. The wear and tear is a little bit different.
Yep.
Danny, how many camps roughly do we have up there? Do you know off,
There's not,
Not
they're
much?
just what they run there.
just what they run?
Everson runs a couple camps
Gotcha.
here and there.
Well, and we support Everson. He does a great
Yeah,
job.
no, other than that, that's pretty much it.
Gotcha. Are lacrosse using, do they have, I know they have senior league every once in a while down there, but are they doing any, are the boys and girls using it much? Not, probably not.
No, not right now, no.
Gotcha, good. Okay. So that's good, so that they're getting rest, which is what they need. Okay, any other questions
Yeah,
for
the
Jeff?
month of August
Yeah.
is usually a nice, restful time, and then it picks up again after,
Yeah, I think it's
After
first
Labor
week of
Day.
September.
after
Yeah.
Labor Day, it picks back up again.
Yeah, the one.
Same thing with down at the Old Tavern.
Yeah, one of the goals with some of the long-term planning with B&L is to actually be able to gate and close the facility down for like the month of August, to actually close the fields down, like really close them down, so that we can really facilitate close downs. And still keep the playground open, but close down the fields for real was one of the things B&L was talking about. Allow the hiking trails to stay open and the playground. But that'll, you'll see that in the proposal. I'll talk a little bit about that later on, but, well, I think that's it, Jeff. You're more than welcome to stay, but you can go, so we just want to take up a little of your time. Yeah, there you go. It's very important. You're still, yeah, a young parent. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'm an empty nester now, and I miss every day that they're not around the house. So enjoy. Thank you for coming out during the summer, and thank you for all the volunteering you do and helping the kids in the town. It means a lot to all of us.
Thank you,
Thank
Jeff.
you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Okay. So grounds and facilities, we'll wait to see if Steve has anything to say, or Dan can talk about that during his report a
Sure.
little bit. He'll know more. Personnel, obviously, we have a change coming up in the next week with
Next
with-
month.
next month with Miss Lasto. We'll be starting, Megan Lasto will be starting, correct?
August 11th, yes.
August 11th, so that's good. And that's about it on personnel, correct?
Correct. After, this week, summer camp and traveling teens have 2 weeks left.
Whew, goes so quick. So
August
quick.
8th is the last day, which is,
Wow.
I'll go over that in my report,
Okay.
but it's kind of hard to believe.
Wow,
Yeah.
summer flies, and then especially last week, it's been such great weather.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let's take a look at our cursory look every month at the budget.
This is the new budget
yeah.
sheets for fiscal year 25-26. So
I know the finance department does a great job of supporting us. Was there any big changes in the fiscal year that we should look at going forward? No.
nope.
So, and send our thank everyone at the finance department from the commission as well for their support
Yep, always.
for
They're
the
very
park and rec. They're very good to us.
Finance department and the board of finance are
Yeah,
always
very supportive of our
supportive of park
department.
and recreation
Yeah.
department. Yes.
And we appreciate them, and they work really hard, and we know it. It's a 5-month venture for them.
Yeah.
And they always prioritize some of our priorities. Where do we stand on the basketball courts, by the way?
I have not heard anything.
Okay. And have you heard who the Ralph Oakenquist committee, who is taking that over? Have you heard?
No, they've already, that was done. That was John Cifarelli and the finance board have taken it over
Okay, so just
for
John's,
now.
so
This
John's in
past year,
charge.
at our meetings in February.
did it all?
We did it to them and the board of finance.
Okay, so the whole Board of Finance did it this year?
And John.
Okay.
Yes.
So no Board of.
I don't know, next year it could change. Maybe they'll have
But the
another
way
committee.
Jimmy's doing it?
But as of right now,
Okay.
because it was so quick,
Yeah,
they just took it over.
perfect, okay.
And we gave our reports right at that budget meeting
the
was
same-
perfect.
Oh, beautiful. So
Instead of
let's,
doing, they had to just have meetings during the week.
And the
At
nights.
night, or they
Yeah.
would have
So
it
that's
in the
good.
morning. It worked out.
so you
perfect.
did it at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, so that's more convenient for
Correct.
the department chairs.
Yes.
Nice. And what was our top priority that you put in there?
Well, that was for the, work being done at Roach Field.
Yeah, okay,
That's gonna be
Yep.
going out to bid soon.
perfect. Okay, beautiful. Okay, welcome, Steve Vesputa.
Hey, Steve.
Steve, we understand you are, there's major construction going on. Poor Steve. There's lots of detours this summer for poor Steve to get, it's hard to get here. Welcome. Do you have any updates on facilities? No, you're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everything's going well. I drove through the, Fred Wolf the other day. It looks good. Playground's popular even in hot weather,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it looks good. Jimmy did some really nice extra work down
Yeah.
there a few weeks ago. It's really, if you get a chance, take a drive down there. They've he's been adding when he has some spare dollars. He's been doing some additions, so
paving and.
paving and, yeah. So
Curbing.
and this is separate than the committee's work. This is all Jim doing this on the town side with some extra money and some of the work that he's just doing on the side.
Did you talk about the?
I have
committee?
not.
All right.
Well,
all right.
I will, and then we could talk. I was gonna do that last.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, okay. Let's go to Dan. You're up, Dan.
Okay. All right. As I stated earlier, after this week, we have 2 weeks left of summer camp and traveling teens programs. Last day for those programs is August 8th. Hard to believe. Obviously, we just talked about grounds and facilities. Our guys are busy doing everything they normally do during the summer months at Old Tavern Sports Complex and Fred Wolf Park, along with the High Plains Community Center. It's very busy. We have events at night. We have events on the weekends. We have camp during the week. So it's a very busy spot. A lot of activity going on, and they're doing their normal duties as usual, doing a great job. There is an aquatics report attached as well, and a programs report. I won't go through all of them. You could look them over. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Both reports are pretty detailed with what's going on at the pool and with programming. One thing I do need to bring up is I received a letter, and this is all comes to fruition. It's an event that's held here every 3 years, and they're just sending another request during this time. It's Jeffrey Kapp from the ConJam Committee. They just had their event this past May at the fairgrounds and the community center. They love this facility, so I'm just going to read the letter quick. And they're just asking for in another 3 years, in 2028, believe it or not, to have the facility once again. I told them, not a problem at all. I just have to bring it up to our commission, and then it goes to selectmen for final approval, which is not going to be a problem. But I'm just going to read the letter, and it's on the record. From Jeff Kapp, from the ConJam Committee. I wanted to reach out and thank you and your committee for allowing the Scouts to host ConJam 2025 this past May at the Orange Fairgrounds and Orange Community Center. The event was a great success once again. After reviewing hundreds of survey responses from participants, the overwhelming consensus is that they would love to see ConJam 2028, which is May 19th, May 20th, May 21st of 2028, held in the town of Orange at the same fantastic location. The feedback we received was the most positive we've ever had. Many families and scouts from across Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island shared that the facilities in Orange are the best suited for an event of this kind. After further discussions with the key members of the ConJam Committee, we are all in agreement to pursue hosting ConJam 2028 in Orange, pending approval from your committee and the Board of Selectmen. We hope our leave no trace approach demonstrated our respect for the facilities and that you were pleased with how we returned everything to its original condition by Sunday evening. We would like to lock in the 2020 dates as soon as possible for marketing and planning purposes. Attached to this email to this email as a formal request for our committee's consideration. Please let me know the next steps in the process and if there's anything else you need me to do. Thank you again for your continued support. Best regards, Jeff Recap.
That-
So that's an automatic
Yeah.
in our regard. There's no issues. They are
You need a motion?
great tenants. You could
Yeah.
do one if you'd like, just
Yeah.
so I could pass it on to the selectmen.
So moved.
Okay, second. Matt, all in favor, say aye. Aye, passes unanimously, so that's.
I will let him know that
Yep.
tomorrow. He knew what it was gonna be, and then it'll go to the board.
Yeah,
of
it's always
Selectmen
better for us to just
next month,
formalize
And,
it.
they're
Dan,
good
do
to
they
go.
go other locations, or they just do this every 3 years?
They have not gone to another location, I could say probably since the early 2000s.
Yeah,
So they just do this event every 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had another event at the time, I would say probably 10 to 12 years ago. It was a smaller event like this, smaller than this. And they did it every 2 years, I think it was, or every other year. But they don't do that. Now it's just this. And it's every 3 years. And they do a great job. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a huge event.
they had 5,000 people here.
yeah, I drive
that
by,
weekend.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
I mean,
It's
it's a
awesome.
lot. They have the first couple meetings at the fire department, and they invite all the, the departments that are involved, fire, police. I mean, it's a lot. They do a lot.
Yeah, and it's
a
nice
lot
to
of
have
planning.
Jeff. Jeff knows the town, knows everybody, having Jeff Cap.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
an Orange,
yeah, he's an Orange guy.
resident, so it's perfect. I mean, they do a
Yeah.
great job. It's a lot of work. These guys do a lot of work.
It's incredibly cleaned up too.
Yeah.
I took the
Ah.
dog for a walk the day after, and it was just pristine.
And everyone
You
is
can't
out
say
of
that
here.
about all public events.
No,
Sadly,
you
yeah.
can't. But they're out of here. They tell you we're gonna be out of here they're out of here by 7, 8 in the morning. Like every person that was here, the kids or the troop groups, they're gone. And then they do all what they gotta do around the grounds, just the committee. And I mean, it's done. It's out. They're out
That's awesome.
It's fast.
real quick.
Yeah, that's great.
With the help of the fire department, the police department.
Yeah.
And they use the whole, pretty much the whole indoors too, the facility. They just didn't use the pool this year. That was the only thing they didn't use.
Oh, really?
No pool.
Okay.
They just didn't have the, personnel for it to oversee the pool.
That's fantastic,
Yeah.
and it's what
So-
the use is for.
I'll email Jeff tomorrow and he's
Beautiful.
good to go. And then,
Okay.
if you have any questions about anything else, I'll be happy to answer that.
Any questions for Dan from anyone in the commission? Okay, and all I have really, and Steve can help with this, is B and L. We actually, so the day after our June meeting, B and L did their last site visit, which they really gave their last really proposal, which was really what they're gonna come to. A couple things that they really headlined. They're looking at a phased-in approach. It has 7 phases. The first phase is really, it's a loop-around approach. It'll be presented in September. It'll have 7 fields. There's some fields work that will need to be done. One of the big things that they did ask, which I went to Dan early in May about, is they look at Fred Wolf as a facility that the fields should not be lacrosse fields, they should not be soccer fields, they should be fields. All-purpose fields. That's the way they've gone in throughout the state. So everything would have to go, it's their recommendation, nothing's been finalized. This is just a B&L recommendation. But their number one recommendation is that, so that we would be able to control the fields as well. And Dan would be able to, that everything would have to go through Park and Rec. That was one of the recommendations. So they're going to present in September, and then we would go to the Board of Selectmen, probably either in September or October, with a presentation in front of them. At that same time, I would bring the finalized report back to you guys, and I would go through it with you at either our September or October meeting. and we go point by point. If you have any major thoughts or major corrections, we could still go back to them. We plan on them still being part of this because they're going to help us work with funding pieces. And we also hope they're going to be in the RFP piece. And so we don't believe this is going to be the end of the work with us. So, but it's really depends on what the Board of Selectmen and what the town engineers and the planning and zoning departments say with us. So those are the pieces that John Carangelo and PJ, because they're the selectmen, really part of our struggle, as I've stated many, many times here, and I sat here with the last study that we did, is we didn't really have any political juice. We got the $15,000 to do the study, then the study sat at this commission table and didn't move anywhere beyond us. One of the good things with this, we got that money, then we got the B&L money. We got traffic study money. We've done some traffic study movement. Then we've gotten this committee money, which was much more substantial than what we got. And then we also have 2 select persons on our committee that hopefully can help guide us in moving our state reps, our politicians, our town people, that we can get a feasible site plan moved financially. That's still always the issue. We didn't have any juice to move financially those phases, and that then forced us to go off kilter on the plan because we didn't have any dollars to back us. And Chuck and Steve and Dan know that. We didn't have any, the plan was a sound plan, but we didn't have any money to back us, right? I mean, Steve, you were there, and anybody else's comments or thoughts? I think everybody here has at least seen bits and pieces. Please give us your thoughts if you have any.
Well, the plan looks good. I like it. I mean, the traffic studies were done. The one-way road loop, and he said, Dominic, I believe, said if the town approves the road, you can like put radar and stuff on it and enforce posted speed limits, I believe.
And they can patrol it a lot more.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they already patrol it because
But
I
yes.
talked to Kurt Allison's
Oh, you did?
husband
Okay,
when he was doing traffic duty at, near my house.
gotcha.
And, they go all the fields once a shift.
Oh, they do?
At
So
least
three
once
times, yeah, 3 times a day.
3 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three
Yeah.
times a day. Fred Wolf Park, Old Tavern, Racebrook track.
So, that's the normal,
Yes,
route?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right, Allison? Yeah.
yeah. And if
Sounds
anyone has
good.
questions, I think we had someone that came in and was a little concerned about police presence. I forget
Yeah.
who came and spoke.
Yeah,
But they can always call.
yeah, that's, and I,
They know
I
where to
agree.
go, right?
Yeah.
It's a small
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah. they
Go
should-
have
they should call.
conversations, go make,
Yeah.
good conversations
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to talk, so.
I agree, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and Allison and Chuck were there at some of the meetings.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
the planning company, Dominic and his assistant, they did a very nice job, I
Yeah, I thought-
believe.
Yeah, no, I think they did a very professional job, and it was always well done.
Yeah.
What I've seen.
Yeah,
I'm just curious, 7 phases is a lot, right?
I don't think,
You kind of lose steam after,
yeah,
first
that's,
couple phases.
and I think that's one of our issues with us as the committee of we might, push down the phases and we might combine a few phases.
Yeah.
But that all has to do with the finances.
Right.
I don't believe they discussed a number at all, right?
Well, are they gonna
They
estimate
gave
each
it to
phase?
us.
Okay.
They gave it to us.
All right.
And so I'm giving you guys a little bit of inside information, actually, and I know it's on there, but I'll give you a heads up because it's gonna come. Dominic gave it to us, the committee, that there is a phased rollout, in their rollout, because they want us to be able to break it down, but also be able to be reasonable in how we go about it. One of the things that is the difficult is if we realign the way BNL says we could realign, we will have 7 useful fields. Whether we put in a artificial turf field, which is one of the recommendations or the priorities, and that's within the existing field space. We have to realign our fields. Our field capacity right now within our existing space isn't well used. There'll be some regrading, that's part of the phasing, that has to be done. But we don't believe from a lot of their work, there's a really high, we do have the option down the pipeline as one of the phases, that we could get that extra piece of farmland, but there isn't really a need for that right now. But that's it. That's one of the last phases that we don't really need to venture down there, because all the surveys show right now 7 usable fields would fill our need for athletic usage within the town for all the sports that want to play on all the seasons, meaning adding football, adding flag football, continuing soccer and lacrosse. They would be able to use those 7 existing spaces if we follow the BNL without adding on that. The biggest thing is we love the egresses and then coming out of Meeting House. I really love the egress on the Meeting House. And I love Steve really said also of making this an official town road, so that the plowing goes on a regular basis, and it's really maintained really well on a regular basis, so
And
I like
that's
that.
gonna be a little more expensive.
Yes.
Building too.
And that's why that's on the front end, that's phase 1 or 2, because those are gonna be expensive. And that's why it breaks, the first couple phases are very expensive, and then I think it goes down actually after that. It's because we need the main ones. It's like the gazebo, which is down in like phase 6 or 7, or it's down the road.
Yeah.
But that's a nice add-on eventually.
Right.
So you'll see the
And
priorities.
storage.
And storage,
facilities.
yeah.
And bathrooms.
Yeah.
The bathrooms is up high.
Yes.
Because a bathroom was listed from
Should be.
every people,
Right.
every constituent said bathrooms are a high need.
Yeah.
So I think they're actually in phase 1 or 2.
Yeah, you have to do some value adds at the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
You can't just do infrastructure, because people don't see the value.
Exactly.
There's no
You gotta,
benefit.
you gotta see that, you gotta
Somebody's
see,
gotta get something
you
out
gotta
of it
get
right
some
away.
bang for the bucks,
Right,
yeah.
yes.
And BNL has been in this game long enough, they know that. So that's why we got the best of the best. I'm looking every day, I watch them finish. They're doing 2 AstroTurf fields and a softball field next to our middle school. Right now, they're finishing up in Branford, and they're coming out gorgeous. And they're just finishing them up, and they're about ready to turn them over to us. And they look gorgeous. So they did Cheshire across, they did Bartlam Park across from the high school. They added 2 artificial turf fields there and redid their walking path across the field from the high school. So they're involved in most of these new additions. And there are easy funds for like our hiking paths. So
Passive.
passive.
Yeah.
So,
Passive spaces.
so we see we can get some funds for those. So that's why those additions, they might be phase 4, but phase 4, we might be able to get that pretty easy to get the funds for that, because that might be attainable through the state,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it all comes together. But having John, Carangelo, and PJ is just, it's so, in my eyes, is so much more, a value-added support.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And John, and John's been around the town for a long time, and he knows as a selectman, he's been so good in helping us through this process lately. I know some people have been we've been slow. It's taken a year, but that's been on purpose, and it's been purposeful. We've met multiple times, and our numbers show that we have a lot. Dominic went through. We have a lot of people that have voiced their opinions in different types of ways. So our voice reaches out there. And like you said, I think almost everybody here has at least been part of some piece of it in some indirect way. So that's in a nutshell. But you guys will see the actual plan. I'll bring it either in September, probably September or October.
Okay, good.
Any other questions? Well, that was long for me. Okay, anything else? Anything? Motion to adjourn? Who do I got?
So moved.
Steve, second. We got Bill. All in favor? Aye. Here we go. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.